Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, this is the African Diaspora News Channel. Victor John is right here, reporting from Nigeria. There's this video of a white lady, apparently that has lived in Nigeria for a long time, who finally travels out of the country and began to rant, saying that she was disrespected by an American child. I need you to look at it and let's talk about it when we return.
This is why you will not catch me raising my child for this Yankee. These girls, they have zero manners while lying. If we were not in the US right now, just give all of them dirty slap. Tell me why I was sitting down. I was eating my lunch. I was about to round up. I was finishing my lunch. These girls, 6 girls, they want to come pack themselves inside one tiny table right next to me. Tell me why, as I'm sitting and I'm watching my show, this girl, this blonde girl like this, she just come and grab chair, empty chair next to me, instead of asking me if somebody is sitting next to me, somebody is using that chair like a normal human being, somebody with sense, somebody who has respect for somebody. Instead of asking me, oh, sorry, excuse me, can I please take this empty chair? She just grabbed it like a mongoose. And I just said, okay, Orion, don't worry. Just leave her, it's okay. She's just silly. I was now sitting there, I was finishing my food. I have like one potato left on my plate, to mind you. As I was taking that last bite of the potato, the girl now just take the chair and push it right in front of my table. Like the tiny space between the two tables separated. She didn't even ask me, oh, I'm sorry, can I shift a little bit so she can put her chair? She just shoved it inside. My table now went up. My potato almost fly off my plate. And now look at them. They are extremely lucky that I was raised by such beautiful women who taught me that I should not be attacking anyone, I should not fight. That even if somebody upsets me, I should just keep my mouth quiet and keep moving. Because if you start fighting now, problem will start. So I just looked at her, I gave her one dirty look like this. She now turned her head and they were laughing. They didn't stop laughing. Girls, you never see me raising my chin in this environment. No respect whatsoever. You will not catch me here again. I'm flying back to Lagos.
All right, welcome back. Now you can see that she's speaking with so much anger and rage there, and she claims that she can never raise her child outside Nigeria. In fact, she said she's going back to Lagos as a result. I guess she's just exaggerated, because I mean, would that, what the child did to you, would it be enough? Is it enough to want to make you go back to Lagos just like that? But the point is, she's saying that the kids over there, do not have regards for elders. That's all I can grab from what she has said. And she says that a child who is trained, in Africa, has the potential of behaving well, has more manners than a child that is trained outside the country or trained in the West. Some of these children in Western countries, there are laws that are guiding or binding that they should not be caned, they should not be spanked. We see in the movies where kids call the police, they call the police for their parents, they dial 911, and the 911 comes and like, what happened? You say, my mom spanked me, and there's going to be a problem from there. And you're asking questions that in Nigeria, when a child misbehaves, you have every right to deal with the child. In fact, in Nigeria, parents tell their neighbors to help them deal with their children when they do anyhow. But I don't think that's the case, in the US, because I think that somehow, there are laws that do not allow for parents to, more like spank their children or to beat them. So most parents do a lot of talking to their children. The Holy Book says that, spare the rod and spoil the child. So we believe that once you flog that child, you tend to correct that child if the child is going wrong. So I want to understand, can we begin to say that African children are more respectful than children from the West because they get spanked, because they get beaten rather than spoken to. I don't believe that beating a child really corrects that child, if you ask me. I feel like it depends on the child. There are some children that when you speak to them, they listen. There are others that you have to put canes on their back, on their hands. You have to flog them and beat them before they begin to listen to what you are saying. But this lady is of the opinion that she prefers to train her child in Africa than train her child in the US or in other Western countries. Let me get your take on this. Do you agree with her? Do you think that she's saying the right thing? Victor John is right here for African Diaspora News channel. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.